Did you know that abandoned by the military, hidden all around the US, once highly classified, are underground missile bases? Today, many of these bases are either left to waste, looking like something out of a horror movie, or privately owned, turned into doomsday bunkers, or in the case of this specific bunker we'll be visiting in today's video, turned into someone's home, where you can spend the night in on Airbnb. And the story on why these were abandoned is a bit freaky. More on that in a bit. It's not publicly known exactly how many of these abandoned bunkers are hidden all around the US, but there's an estimated 300 active bunkers today. What we do know is that the abandoned bunkers were built in the 1960s when the threat of nuclear war from the Soviet Union was a real fear. The US needed a place to hide our leaders and some select citizens, but these were first generation bunkers. Just think of the first generation iPhone compared to today's iPhone, or even just a 10-year-old car compared to today's. The technology quickly became outdated, and after the fourth accidental explosion in 2 years, the bunkers were decommissioned and abandoned. This one we're staying at was purchased in 1999 by this guy, Gary Baker, a distinguished missile speaker. He bought two for $110,000. Without the nuclear missile in place. With some help with friends and family, he spent 4 years and $400,000 renovating one of them. It was a COVID project. Gary and his wife live right about here, the former control room. They renovated the former cook's quarters and kitchen area for Airbnb, which is where we spend the night in 40 feet underground. I stopped here on my cross-country trip, and it was less of a replacement for a Holiday Inn and more of a treat. A very expensive, really cool treat. You ride up a short dirt road to what seems to be nothing in the middle of nowhere. Gary's brother-in-law provided the full tour of the bunker when I arrived, and then I was basically free to explore it and the grounds by myself. The next day, we explored the second bunker that they've left untouched, which seemed questionable and potentially dangerous to walk around in. But how often do you get to explore a 60-year-old abandoned missile bunker? What's interesting is that on my way to this bunker, I passed by the White Sands Missile Range, the place of the first US atomic bomb site. So of course I had to check it out. You can check that next right over here.